Shay Veronica, and this person here, her name is Renee Napoleon. Yeah, Napoleon. And she is in Barbados today, the e-paper, and she is saying that social media has resulted in mood disorders among Barbadian youth. I don't think that she's a psychiatrist or psychologist. She has, letters behind her name. She gives herself a title. I don't know if she really went to school for that title or if she just assigned herself that title after seeing a couple people. You don't know. It's Barbados. It's a common place that people can just assign titles to themselves. Okay, so this lady, Renee Napoleon, is saying that the screen-oriented society is causing mood disorders among young people in Barbados. And I think that she needs to caution herself because the future dictates that that's where the world is going. The world is becoming technological. It's going to go into high tech in the future. You have Zoom, which holds a whole lot of people for social events, for meetings, business events. These things are important. You have Open Table. I love Open Table when you're looking for restaurants to find and to get different places and different perspectives. There are so many hubs that are online, that are screen oriented. You have to look at the screen to find out and to gauge what you want to do or where you want to go. So to talk about the backlash of maybe being on the screen too long, maybe she should have focused, maybe Renee should have focused on what are they looking at when they're on social media. Are they looking at porno? Is that what they're looking at? Are they looking at the skin out videos when young Bajan people go on those boats? When you go on the boats, they get back into that mentality that it's DNA recorded in them, and they act a certain way when they get on the boats. Is that what she's talking about? That is what young people are looking at? Are young people satiating themselves with bad stuff when they go online? Because you can find a whole lot of good stuff online. In fact, some people are attending universities online. They're doing educational programs online, and there's always someone around. How could you not have human contact? There's always someone around. Now, that human contact that she's talking about, was there an increase in illicit activities in Barbados during the pandemic? She's saying that these things happen because of the pandemic. Yeah, people were closed off because of the pandemic. So did incest increase? Did incest increase in Barbados? Did rape increase in Barbados? Did young pregnancies increase in Barbados? Did STDs increase in Barbados? Did abortions increase in Barbados? What is she talking about? Because of the pandemic, nothing really stopped in Barbados in terms of Barbadians satiating their appetites. Now, when she talks about young people and the fact that they may get lost behind the screen and they need the human touch, what is she really talking about? Because no one can pull back a Bajan, really. No one can pull them back. No one. So when she talks about Instagram and WhatsApp and Facebook, what are they looking at? Renee should have focused on what these young people that come into her room, her office, what are they looking at that may make them depressed or sad? What are they looking at? And maybe she should recommend some sites that can uplift them. I love social media because I do not like to interact with people because I see people as inherently evil. Yes, I have to make sure that I keep away from most of them. So yes, when I get out, I go and do my stuff, and I get back into my little corner, my little space, because I think that people, I've tried most of my life to find the good in people. I've stopped that. I have stopped trying to find good in people. I just try to find it and bring it out in myself. So when she's talking about young people and the fact that they may not have human interaction, is human interaction all that good? Is it all that good? Who are you trying to fool? Who is she trying to fool? A lot of people, what they do when they meet you is try to pull down your vibrations. They try to topple you. They try to knock you off your pedestal. That's what they do. So it's not a bad thing. Social media is not a bad thing. Technology is not a bad thing. But what are you using it for? What is your goal when you go on social media? What is your goal? What are you trying to do? And maybe Renee needs to get back to Barbadians and tell them, how is she improved on her thinking? Renee, you need to improve on your thinking, because before social media, Barbadians were very depressed. Before social media, Barbadians got off of ships and dropped dead when they realized they were in Barbados. They had heart attacks. Before social media, Barbadians were corralled in stalls and in barns and had orgies, and it was called stock. You had to replenish the stock for the owners. Before social media, rampant incest happened in Barbados. Before social media, there are pedophiles in every house, on every street corner, everywhere in Barbados. So what is she talking about? What is Renee talking about? She needs to improve her thinking. Renee Napoleon needs to improve on her way of thinking, and instead of saying that social media is to blame for what these young people are experiencing, maybe she should encourage young people to explore social media in a different way. Learn from it. Take from it things that are beneficial, because human interaction is always going to be there. No matter what kind of closed down they're talking about, there's always going to be human interaction in Barbados. You cannot tell a Bajan to come back. You cannot tell a Bajan to come back. This is Shay Veronica.